Alright, so today we are going to be making an acetaminophen 325 milligram suppositories with MBK as your base. So first you're going to go ahead and get all your supplies together, and then you're going to want to grab your 100 ml beaker and place that on your hot plate and turn it on. And then you're also going to want to go ahead and get your stir bar and drop that down in there. And then you're going to grab your base MBK and go ahead and drop it in there so it can go ahead and start melting. And then once it starts to get a little bit melted, I'll go ahead and turn on the stir bar. And then we want to go ahead and crush our tablets that we measured out. And then once you grind it to a fine powder, I'm going to go ahead and add your silica gel. And then you're going to want to mix that all in together. Alright, now that our base MBK is melted enough, we're going to go ahead and turn on our stir bar. We don't want it to go too high. And then while that's finishes melting and that finishes mixing, we're going to sprinkle this into this with our sifter. Alright, so now that it's melted, we're going to keep the stir bar going, and we are just going to slowly sift the silica gel and the Tylenol tablets into this. Alright, so now that everything is all melted and stirred together, we're going to go ahead and turn off the heat and just sit here and let it stir for about 30 seconds, which we've already done. So from there, you're going to go ahead and grab your mold. I recommend setting something next to it just to make sure it stays stable and doesn't knock over. So you can use and then you can go ahead and take it off. Then you want to go ahead and take your magnetic stir bar out. And you just kind of want to slowly pour into the mold. And then after at least every few pours, you want to go back and just kind of swirl your beaker just to make sure everything stays together and it stays melted. Alright, so now that we have let this sit at room temperature for a little bit and let it solidify, we can go ahead and use our metal spatula and heat it up on the hot plate. And then we can run it across the top so we can make sure we don't have any excess on the top, and it'll also help fill in any little divots that you have. Alright, so once you go ahead and do that and then it is completely solidified, you can go ahead and take your box and you can go ahead and just put your suppositories and the mold inside and then just close it, and then right here is where you're going to slap your label on it for the patient. And then you're done.